Time now for that morning rush.
We start with Kristen Curry.
Good morning. Looking at a mix of sun and clouds overhead today. Our best bet for showers will be over southern Colorado, San Juan. The winds and the fire danger will be a bigger issue here in New Mexico. David?
An update to that breaking news.
I'll take it from here. An update to that breaking news out of southeast Albuquerque. Police have now cleared the neighborhood of Bethel and Broadway. Earlier this morning, our crews on scene say police were attempting to contact a resident inside a home in that neighborhood through a loud PA system. Our crews also heard several loud flashbangs. Again, that area is now back open to the public. We're waiting for Albuquerque police to give us a call back so we can let you know exactly what was going on there. Sarah.
In just hours, UNM men's soccer coach will likely speak at the Board of Regents meeting against the idea of cutting sports. The reaction comes as the university is looking to cut nearly $2 million from the athletics department costs by July 1st. Coach Jeremy Fishbein is concerned that his team is at high risk for being eliminated based on a recent conversation with UNM athletics director Eddie Nunez. He's now saying he's going to do everything in his power to make sure no sports get cut. Why Fishbein believes sports should not be cut, coming up in the 5 Facts. Crystal.
On to new news this morning, a silver alert being issued for the man you see on your TV screens here. Carlsbad police say Frederick Mize was last seen yesterday at his home in Carlsbad. Police say Mize is considered to be in danger due to early signs of dementia and mental illness. They say he's believed to be in a silver 2016 Chevrolet Malibu with a license plate LKG 809. Again, take a look at your TV screens here. If you've seen him or you know where he's at, you're asked to call police.
Happening now, an 8-month-old baby is still fighting for her life this morning after deputies say her father forgot about her in the bathtub. It happened Friday night. Deputies say Mark Ramirez put the baby in the tub, then got distracted watching YouTube. The baby was later found floating in the tub and was rushed to UNM Hospital, where she is currently on life support. Ramirez is charged with abandonment of a child.
On to other news for you this morning. Police continue a nationwide manhunt this morning for a grandmother police say is armed and dangerous. Take a look at your TV screens here. Detectives believe 56-year-old Lois Reese is headed to Mexico. They say the surveillance video shows her targeting Pamela Hutchinson in a Florida bar. Hutchinson was later found shot to death in her condo. Detectives say Reese murdered her, then stole her white Acura, credit cards, and her identity.
Today, Mayor Tim Keller is updating the city on crime stats. The mayor's office says Keller will be joined by APD Chief Mike Iyer to discuss the stats that cover January through March. Keller's office says the info shows encouraging trends. Now, that's happening at 10 o'clock this morning at City Hall. We'll follow this and let you know what's said.
On to new details for you. The city is reaffirming and strengthening its immigrant-friendly status. The city council just passed a measure late last night to do just that. It says federal immigration officers need a warrant to enter the prisoner transport center and prohibits city resources from being used to enforce federal immigration laws. The measure also states police cannot collect information on people's immigration status.
Looking ahead this morning, Albuquerque city councilors could soon vote on a proposal to sell Chemo Park. Officials say it's a huge magnet for the homeless and drug users. Parks and Rec says maintenance crews are still cleaning the park 3 to 4 times a week. They also say it's costing time and money that could be spent elsewhere. Neighbors suspect that getting rid of the park will only drive the homeless into other parks.
On to new news this morning. Santa Fe city councilors say they are not happy over how $400,000 raises were authorized. According to the Santa Fe New Mexican, the city finance committee is questioning some pay raises to 37 employees involved in a software modernization project. The one-year pay increases were requested and authorized by the deputy city manager and city manager just days before the election of the new mayor, Alan Weber, last month.
A federal court heard arguments Monday regarding President Trump's claim of attorney-client privilege about documents and data seized from his personal attorney, Michael Cohen. Judge Kimball Wood denied Cohen and Trump's request to be allowed to see the material before prosecutors do. However, she indicated that she might appoint a third party to conduct an initial review of the items.
As you wake up, former FBI Director James Comey's searing memoir is now on bookshelves this morning. Comey, who was fired last May by President Trump, has had a war of words over the tell-all. The president took to Twitter calling Comey a liar and a leaker. In a recent TV interview, Comey fired back, calling the president, quote, medically and morally unfit to be president. Comey's book, A Higher Loyalty, hits shelves today. Kristen.
Today's Metro Threat Index up to a 9, looking at very strong winds out of the west, gusting up to 60 miles per hour possible. High fire danger with red flag warnings in effect for the Rio Grande Valley, and those strong winds likely creating some issues with the blowing dust this afternoon. Crystal?
Looking ahead for you, you could soon see Topgolf in Albuquerque by next spring. The $38 million project would go up off of I-25 in Montano. However, Topgolf wants the city to kick in $2.3 million in tax refunds and grants to make this deal happen. The city believes Topgolf would bring in millions in tax revenue to make up for the incentives.
New this morning, as Americans plan their summer vacations, AAA is warning that more families could experience breakdowns. The Roadside Assistance Service says data shows that more than half the cars on the road are 10 years or older, which are more prone to breakdowns. Now, AAA is urging drivers to get their vehicles road trip ready by doing a standard battery, engine, and tire check. Kristen?
Now for a check on your morning commute. Not seeing anything major out there. No slowdowns to worry about at the hour.
Finally for you this morning, scientists in Britain and the U.S. say they have engineered a plastic-eating enzyme that could help in the fight against pollution. The enzyme is able to digest a form of plastic used in millions of plastic bottles. We've seen a lot of those. Plastics can last for hundreds of years in the environment and currently pollute large areas of land and sea across the world. The team is now working on improving the enzyme further to see if they can make it capable of breaking down plastics on an industrial scale.
Time now for the 5 facts.
And number 5, today is the last day for filing income taxes without a penalty. Tax day is normally April 15th, but that fell on a Sunday this year. Since Emancipation Day in Washington, D.C. was yesterday, taxpayers were given an extra couple of days to file. So that means taxpayers will need to electronically file or mail their filing in by midnight tonight, or get an extension to do so. Now, that does not mean an extension on paying, though. For details, go to KRQE.com.
Number 4 now. The next time you head to Costco, you may notice some new signs now that the superstore is tightening the leash on in-store animal policies. The store says it's been having issues with poorly behaved dogs and wants to make its policies clear. To prevent future problems, local stores have added the sign saying no animals allowed except for service animals. Officials also say this is not a policy change, just a clarification, after they say people are misrepresenting their dogs as service and therapy animals.
And number 3, a specialized unit within APD will likely be patrolling the Bosque again soon to try to prevent any more fires from sparking. APD's open space unit uses bicycles, rangers, ATVs, airboats, and hovercrafts to cover areas where the typical patrol units cannot go. The unit recently pointed out burn scars from recent fires. While on patrol, the team also spotted a homeless camp in the thick brush, which is a big concern because there are hotbeds for fire hazards like cigarettes and lighters. The unit says if you see something suspicious, call police.
At number 2, looking at strong to extreme winds across the state today. Albuquerque sustained winds of about 35 up to 45 miles per hour and wind gusts that is closer to 60. I'll tell you, temperature is a little cooler today too. Cold front's going to drop us to the low 70s today, 60s tomorrow, but much lighter winds on Wednesday. The winds return Thursday with potential for strong storms out east by Friday.
Ooh, hold on to your hats. Number 1 now, in just hours, the UNM Board of Regents set to meet to discuss the athletics department's budget, which will likely include a cut of about $2 million. This is to eliminate a deficit the department owes the university. That means a few sports teams will likely be cut by July 1st. The men's soccer coach, concerned his team is at high risk of being eliminated, plans to speak at the meeting against the cuts, saying student athletes are the future and future leaders. Again, the board's meeting set to begin at 9 o'clock this morning. We'll let you know what happens.